Welcome back. We'll be talking about diagnosing hardware and software issues in this class. I'll be very straight to the point. So, number one issues that we can, diagnose and look out for is no power or device not connecting. No power. No power. That means the battery is dead, or probably there's no connectivity between the battery, that's the car battery, and the device due to probably cable problem, or the cable is out or something. So you have to quickly check and the battery backup can drain and get drained if it's not getting source from the main battery of the car. So you have to ensure that there is a good connection, or maybe the battery is damaged or is swollen. Sometime over time due to heat, the battery in the tracker gets swollen and get faulty. You have to probably change the tracker or change the battery if possible. And sometimes there is a weak or no GPS signal. All right, so you have to ensure that the antenna is probably placed and positioned. Then, like I used to tell people, your tracker should be facing up, because the signal area, there should not be obstruction between the signal, the interface, and the sky, because it's actually trying to see the satellites to communicate. Right? Then also inspect the GPS antenna cable for any sign of damage or disconnection. This is very important because communication is very key. No communication that won't be able to locate your car. So as a professional, as I'm installing, all this has to be looked into to avoid coming back to do one or two repairs and refixing and replacing. As you're starting installation, you position all these things properly, because it is more expensive to come back to fix it than you just getting it right from the first installation. All right. So in case of the connection is bad, always restart, reboot, restart the device. Some device has a command to reboot, right? And some you just have to do manual restarting to ensure that you restart and reconnect back to the network, which is GSM and the GPS. Okay. So no GSM or network signal. Confirm that the SIM card is properly inserted and activated. This is a very serious problem that people usually have. You have to understand that, okay, some is this side, the other side. You make sure it's in perfectly before you leave the site. All right. And data is very important. You have to subscribe to data on the SIM card. If you don't have data, how will it be able to communicate its data and information to the software or to the cloud? This is very important. You have to ensure that there is always data. So we usually do data of maybe like a year, just do it all year round data for the device. At some point, maybe the data finishes, you can use this GSM number to do the tracking. Okay, all right. So also check the GSM antenna for any damage or for disconnection. This is very important. Then test the device in a different location to rule out network coverage issues. This is extremely important. All right. In case of issues, you have to try all this before you resort to, oh, device is bad, device is not working. Do all your tests. Your installer can tell you now that, oh, Oga, this thing is not working again. Oh. You have to tell him, instruct him as a boss with this information you are getting. Do this, do this, do that before you agree to do final replacement. These things hardly get issues like that. It's just probably due to installers small oversight or issues or errors that made them to go faulty. But once they can be corrected, they'll be fine. You can say another issue: tracker not uploading in the application. It's not uploaded. They're not seeing it. Probably because there's no internet. So solution, you can refresh the tracker and try logging it and logging out and logging in again, and everything will be fine. And if the case is always very serious and is not resolving, do a firmware upgrade. What is a firmware upgrade? Firmware upgrade is you upgrading the software. That is small software that runs the hardware, that control the hardware, the operation, the operating of that tracker. That software is called firmware for that device, so you can update it to the latest version. So sometimes there are bugs, there are issues. Manufacturers have solved the problem. They will now release it on the new firmware. So you need to update your firmware to the latest one, so you can have that problem solved on your device. Then once in a while, when you have issues and it's too much, in fact, anything in life, even your computer or yourself, just restart. Restart. Once you do a full restart, you'll be fine. For human being, just go and sleep and wake up. Deep sleep and wake up. That's a restart. You are good. All right. Let's say delayed or missing location reports. You can verify that the server is running. That's another thing. Ensure that data transmission settings are correct, APN ports are correctly configured. Check for interference or network congestion affecting updates. Congestion sometimes can affect, change your location. The system freezes or malfunctions. Restart. Like I said, restart. Clear cache. Clear cache of your browser, of your phone, of your system. Restart. If using a web browser or web platform, try accessing it from a different browser or device. So that's the thing. All right. Okay. So these are very important, and this is the end of this particular lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.